Good morning. Play some Bap battles. We're in 81 yesterday. I don't think we did very well yesterday. We lost a lot of games. Let's put them there. Let's grab a coal. What do we want to do here? I think we're going to roll again. Buff stick's nice. We need a weapon. Do you want to get the bow? We could get the bow, we could put the coal in the bow, that kind of works, I guess. Let's send the first game, see how we get on. Not quite woke up yet. Lots of poison, bit of armor, bit of a heal, lots of blind. We probably lose for a broom. I don't think the bow in the first opening turn's very good. No. Ooh, staying alive. Not for very long though, mind you. We got some bag space. We got some booties. We got a pan. We sell you for 2. We sell the coal for 1. We grab the chili. How do we get the pan in? I think we're going to get rid of the bow. We don't really need the stamina right now. Whoops, misclick. Like that. I would like the chili to hit more things if possible. I would also like the broccoli to hit more things if possible. We reserve that. I guess we keep hold of the bow. 0.9, 0.4. I think that's okay for the first turn. Well, second turn. In terms of stamina usage, you also are using 0.8 and 0.7, so you're going to run into a stamina issue before we are. Our garlic's basically not going to do a lot because you're hitting 10. Oh no, 8 armor, so we just won that. One more swing and would have lost. 2.7, you would have been able to swing as well. The shovel was about to swing. Only just won that first game. We got a goob, we got a poison potion, and we got a healing potion for Shelly. The poison potion on the short bow is going to make Belladonna's, what's it called? Belladonna's Shade. We do like that, so I think we're going to hold on to the potion and make that. The goob, a little bit of extra healing. Health part, a little bit of extra healing. We've got a coal again, we've got a magic hat. We don't need the hat, we sell it for 3. We don't need the coal, but that doesn't allow us to buy a skill in terms of a 5 coster. We could get stoned. We do have a garlic, so every 4 seconds we are going to take minus 20% damage. Stoned could be good if we partner that up with shielded. The turtle, or we can just go un-ID'd. I think we're going to go stone, although we would like hardwood. So we can really make this pan pop off, although I don't think that build's going to work endgame, so I think we're just going to be happy and grab stoned. There's the shell as well. So we need to make 2 gold. Is this where we sell the pan? We need stoned, we need the potion for the bow. Let's just do that now real fast. So we have it being made. You can now spin around, you can spin around, you can spin around, and you can spin around. Actually, better yet, that was probably better how it was. We put you there. We don't need, well, we do need you in the bag. We've got garlic. And we want to make Shelly. We could sell the boots, although I would like to keep the boots. The look and power and 15 armor all synergize nicely. I don't want to sell the buff stick. I want to keep the coal. We could sell a broccoli, although that seems kind of nuts. We're going to sell the boots. We're going to grab shell. Here, I think we do want to move out. We want to put the health pot in somewhere like there. Although, I guess we could do that, that, and that. Better yet, we do something like this instead. So now you're hitting 3 foods. 2.2 seconds and 1.7 seconds on the goob for some healing. They're the fastest activators. We've got a chili giving us some heat. We've got a broccoli. We got a, I think that would be better there instead. We do have a health part. We're making Shelly, we're making the bow. We've got you in the bag, and a coal. We may as well put the coal in the bow, because that's going to have a higher percent chance to proc, because it's 1.7 cooldown as opposed to 2.2. 70% chance to deal +1 damage. I think that's okay, and we've got this reserved. We don't want to mass... Oh, we want stones. We're buying that immediately. We need a bag of stones, we need another rock. We need probably steel goob as well. Lots of healing, plus 50% healing. You're healing off shell totem. Plus 12 healing. Oh, that is nice. 20% damage, 35% faster, and have 15% more accuracy. These two are scaling very nicely, although I don't think they have the damage again. These bows just don't seem very good. Unless you convert them. A shield is humongous right off the bat. That's kind of crazy. We've also got a whetstone if we do get a hero sword. We could roll for a hero sword. Buff bag. You're going to live there. You're going to live there. We need you here, you here, you here. You can move across one. Pan still lives there. I would like the pan to touch the bow. You can live there. This is better if we do it sideways instead. You can go there. We have no bag space for the shield. I would like to maintain and keep this shield though. How would we get the shield in? Very awkward. We could put you here. You here, the bow here, Shelly down there, you there. No, that doesn't give us the bag space. We need to get rid of the garlic for one turn. Although the garlic would benefit from Shield of Valor. Do we take out a broccoli and put a garlic in? Then we just wang a stone in? Not buffing, not buffing, not buffing, not buffing. So the two items that we have buffs are currently in the the buffing bag. I think... Oh, we've got stoned as well to get in. So you switch around like that and you switch around like that. That is okay. We're going to reserve all these three. Because I think getting a steel goob is probably a play. Especially if we can get a bag of stones and some stones. I think regardless of what we get next turn, we'll obviously see what we get, but we should probably sell everything and then buy bag space and look for a bag of stones. You've got Pandemonium with 5 foods, so we are going to get heavily poisoned. Kelly's not going to be able to keep up. If we get a proc, we clutch. Oh my god, that was about to proc. That was like 0.1 second from procking. If that procced, we would have won. Shame. Shame! Oh, see, this is where it gets annoying, right? Because, I mean, we don't need the scroll. I mean, we will eventually, but we don't need it right now. That lagged a little bit, I don't know why. We've got a badger, which is ginormous, seeing as we have a bunch of nature things. I mean, immediately, that's insane. Legendary. We have a 5% chance to get a legendary. We've got another chili, which again is insane. We want to keep the other chili. I think the chili going there is a really good play. I know we lose a little bit of armor here, but I think that's okay. I think we're going to sell the garlic. That gets us bag space. We could buy a fanny pack, put this here and move everything down one. Even though it's less bag space overall, I think that is what we're going to do. And we're going to move both the chilies down into this bag. The pan can now move across one. You can move across one. You can go there. You can go there. That's all touching where it needs to touch. Better yet, we can put you here. Although you want to be hitting as much as possible. I think we're going to have to sacrifice the broccoli here and put this here. Regardless, it's hitting 3 things. I think that's okay. We could sell the broccoli and the buff stick. I don't want to sell this buff stick. I think it's insane. But for the purposes of what we're currently doing, do we want a steel goob? That's the question. I think a steel goob's insane, especially with the shield that we've already got. And if we get a twine, we can make heart shield, which again is insane. So I think we're actually going to commit. We're going to grab you, and we're going to roll once. There's the twine, there's another shell. We're going to send this, I think, like this. Oh, we have no mana, do we? Because we sold the buff stick. So technically, we don't need you in. Huh. That was a misplay. I guess we do a little something like that instead then. You can go there instead. How do you make this touch both weapons? We'd need to put it where the goob is. Or... yeah, we'd need to put it where the goob is, and we can't do that. I think this is better on the weapon, as opposed to... we could do that, so at least the stone gets a bit more damage. And then we hold you for next turn. Yeah, we send it. We should have kept the buff stick, that was our mana gen. Lots of poison, just have some coffee. Oh, we should have put the badger in. Even though we don't have any mana, that's insane. That is also insane. They're all insane. Even if we don't have any mana, when our health drops below 50%, we do heal for 20% of our max health. So that it should have been in. To be fair, that was also a misplay. Item activates, 35% chance to gain a luck and a rejuvenation. You can live right there. That's perfect. The shield wants to come down one or up one. So we want this 4-slotter right here, so we can put the shield here. We've got another whetstone. No, that's the same whetstone we already had. I've taken it out of the bag, that's my bad. This is good in the backpack because every 2.4 seconds it inflicts a blind, or we could give the bow critical hit chance and critical hit damage. This is 4 to 11. This is 7 to 9, so this is better in this. Although the blind early on is pretty big. I think we keep the blind. We also have a sand. I think we sell the sand. I don't think we keep the gemstone. Do we need to keep this? Not sure. I am not sure. We could sell it and not go for a steel goober. I think we've stoned some rocks and some good activators. It makes sense because we're going to buff our stones. I would also like to keep these. I think we can't sell anything. If anything, we can buy the mana gen or the twine and put it where the rock is. Everything else seems to be pretty juicy. I mean, again, we could also take you out and put you in. Yeah, we could do that. For a turn like this. Then we hold these two items. The twine we need, so I'm actually going to just commit and buy the twine now. We'll hold the blueberries, we'll hold the bag, and I don't know if it's worth getting an additional shelly, especially if we don't see a health pot, but I think we want this. We could even lock this as well, just so our temptation of buying more things isn't there. A potion belt would be nice. It's not the best bag spaces though, 5 for 4. This is probably the best one, 4 for 4. We send it like this. Did we optimize this? Not really, it's only hitting 2 things. And we still don't have any mana gem. Did that proc still? It looked like even though the badger didn't do anything, it still procced and activated the White Lily collar. No, I don't think it is actually activating it. Yeah, it is. It just activated it in the last one. Right here. Nothing activated except the badger, and we gained 1. So the badger, even though we have no mana, is still proccing. Well, that's giving us some bag space, which we do need to put in the bag. We've gained a bag of stones, which we absolutely need, so we sell the gloves of haste, because I don't think we need them. I also don't think we need the little gemstone. Triggers the pet. This would be really good on Shally after 5 seconds, because it's got a 12-second cooldown, so unfortunately I think we need to keep this. We can put stoned here, we can buy the bag of stones and put it here, and we can put the rock here. That also gives this an additional hit, although it's hitting 3 things, we'd need to do that and that. I don't like that at all, but we want to get this on Shally ASAP. Unless we move you down, you here, spin the bow around and put you here. Could put it there, put the broccoli there, still hitting 3, pan still hitting 3. The bow doesn't fit. Huh. Unless we spin the pan around. No, that also doesn't fit. Because this wants to hit both of the weapons. I want to put this on Shally. So at the moment, stone and stone golem, these we do have a rock. 2 to 4 damage. This does want to get more armor from the shield. I don't know how important that is. We could just do this. It means this is still going to trigger. We lose 2 triggers for the white lily collar. But we now have Shally triggering after 5 seconds, which might be good, might be bad. I think we do this. I think we try this for one game. And we just need to see whether or not stoned is giving us way more armor than I think it is. And if it is, fair enough. Disintegrator, how's it going, man? Long time no see. We stopped playing ROR, just having a summer break. I mean, we'll send this. We'll keep the blueberries locked. We'll keep the shell locked. We'll keep the bag locked. But yeah, I do intend to go back at some point. I've not completely finished with it with Warhammer Online. I do enjoy the game, even though I've just said, you know, I got to a stage where I wasn't. I do enjoy it. It's just, yeah, it is more of a warband thing, isn't it? Running around in a big ball of death against another big ball of death. And I think that got the better of me, to be completely honest. Things on offer here, so we are going to sell the egg. I think Daggerang. I was going to say Daggerang might be better than the pan here. I mean, the pan's a crap weapon at this point. We need a better weapon. I think we aren't going to use the Daggerang, although it would fit really nicely here. It could just replace the pan. 4 to 5 damage. This is doing more damage. This is slightly faster. And we steal a random buff, or have a % chance to steal a random buff. We don't need the collar. Attacking faster. I'd rather have the stun resist. We still need 2 gold. We've got nothing to sell. We either sell the Daggerang for 6, or we sell the pan for 2. We could sell the pan. I think we're committing. We're no longer going to use the pan. I think here we're going to go Shield Master. What is this game you're playing now? So this is Backpack Battles. This is basically, you have 10 rounds, and then you do survival for another, I think it's 10 rounds, it might be 11. Then you do survival for a couple of rounds. It's basically an auto battle, which you'll see in just a second once I've bought this item. We're going to buy Shield Master. You get gold every turn, we get 13 gold next turn. You got a shop that you can roll in. Our backpack that we're using is Bag of Giving. which basically means when we enter the shop, which is now, we spend all our gold immediately and we just generate random items. So I'm doing less of the shopping as opposed to everything else. We need to get shielded in on this shield. There's a lot of backpack moving around mechanics like now. We need gold, we have no gold. I think, as crazy as this is, we get rid of the broccoli, we move you across one. Oh, we're not going to be able to do that. We need to get this shield in somehow, touching the shield. I think we're going to get rid of the bag of stones for one turn. You can stay there, broccoli can go there. Yeah, we're going to do that. So we're going to get more max health. And then basically we start fight. It's an auto battler. Our backpack versus their backpack. Everything has its own thing. I'll slow it down to 0.5 speed a second. So it's like, for example, this weapon deals 4 to 5 damage every 2.3 seconds currently. It's got a stamina cost, accuracy, cooldown every 1.92 seconds, which is increasing or going down lower. And it's got a crit chance. On hit, reduces the stamina cost by 20%, so now it costs 0 stamina, and it has a 70% chance to steal a random buff. These are all their buffs that they've got. These are all the buffs that I've got. Max health, armor, armor, and then we've got some debuffs at the bottom. They've got a double axe, so this hits loads of damage. On hit, it gains 2 damage. But they have stamina problems, because this costs 2.8 stamina, 2.9 stamina now. Because it's going so fast, because the attack speed is 0.61 seconds, because they're gaining loads of heat. For every heat they gain, items trigger 2% faster. We've now lost. And they've got a lamp as well, which consumes 7 armor, 7 luck, 7 spikes, 7 mana, and 27 health, and gives this weapon 27 damage. So unfortunately, because they had 111 heat, we just got smashed. And then you've got 5 lives. We've lost a life there, and you see how long you can go, and at the end you gain rank. And we're almost in Master, and I'm pretty sure there's Master rank and then Grandmaster, and then we're like top tier. But it is basically, yeah, whatever you can fit in your backpack, hence the backpack battles. We move you both up 1, this can now go there, stone can go here. We've got a box of prosperity, which basically means if we can put in the unique items, which is these 2 items, this is now going to generate 1 chip gemstone every round. Shop entered. If it has at least 2 godly or unique items inside, generate a chip gemstone. Chip gemstones, we don't actually have any, but they're basically like this lump of coal, for example, which if we put it in the weapon, it deals an extra 1 damage, 70% chance. In the armor, it gains 8 armor at the start of battle and resists 1 debuff. And in the backpack, after 3 seconds, it gains a random buff and inflicts a random debuff. But it's so addictive, it's so fun, especially when you can start getting random builds together. We don't need the potion. Nope. We need the bag. You could probably go there and... No, you can't do that. We need to get the bag of stones in again. With 1 stone. We do have an extra bag slot, so we could technically do that, I guess. That then allows us to put this in and this in. Which now means everything's pretty much doing what it needs to do. I would like to move this up here like this. Better yet, down 1 even. We don't need the coal, we could sell the coal. We need the twine, we need the whetstone in case we see... Oh, I mean, we've got to find a goob and we've got to find a common sword, which I don't think we care about. We're going to buy the bag space. You can now go here. This can go here. Stoned is going to trigger every 2.5 seconds. Is it a trigger? It's not a trigger, so you don't actually need to be there. I guess we could put the turtle in. It's every 13 seconds, which isn't great. Is it better to get Shelly to trigger after 5 seconds, or the turtle? I think Shelly's probably better. We've also got a whetstone, which we can put on the stone, I guess, for a second. And then we've got some twine, which doesn't really do anything right now. Unless we switch you 2 around. Yeah, that's fine. I would like the blueberries for more mana. You're hitting 3 things. You should ideally be there, and the broccoli should be here because it's in a buff bag. We could even do that. That would be better, right? Yep, so it's hitting 4 things instead. I think we buy the broccoli and we put you here. I would like the shell for another Shelly, so I'm going to buy that. I'm going to roll once. There's some cheese on offer. Holy. We've also got a Hungry Blade on offer. That's probably better than the Daggerang. I'm not going to lie. I think we sell the Daggerang for 6. We buy Hungry Blade. Is this where we move some stuff around? But for now, that hitting Shelly is fine. Shell hitting Shelly is also fine. It gains a +3 heal. Bag of stones is on the stone. We've got a whetstone on the bow. That's hitting everything that's important. 4.5, 3.5. We could switch Chili around with the blueberry, but I'd like that to duplicate buffs. You're hitting the shield. You've got a gemstone in the shield. You've got a twine up here on the Chili. Because I don't see where else we put the twine. I would love the cheese for 4. We ain't got nothing to sell. We got a random bag slayer. Just do that, it looks a bit better. Alright, let's send this. We've also got a helmet, but we sold the boots already, so I don't think we need that. We've got another double axe with a lamp, so it's going to double ramp. They have some debuff cleanse, or at least at the start of the fight they resisted stuff. Not sure. We won that because of poison, I think. Not to mention our Hungry Blade was ramping because we have lots and lots of rejuvenation because of this thing. And this is also giving lots of crit chance, which is fine. We gained a squirrel, we gained another shield. That confuses everything because now we have to reorganize bags again to get this touching both of the shields. You could go here. You could go here. I would like the shield touching this. And I don't think we need the squirrel, so we're going to sell you. This is reduce opponent's healing by 25% or on 50% chance to remove an opponent's debuff. I think reducing their healing might be good. Although it's also a cleanser every 2 seconds, which is nice. And then I guess we've got more stun chance. I think we want false life. I think false life is crazy. So we're going to buy false life. We don't have any dark items though, which kind of sucks. And we gained another shield, which I do think we need. We could move everything down 1, although we can't at the same time. I think that's fine. We're just going to live with what we've got. I think that's fine. And we've got a debuff cleanser. I think this is okay. I would like to reorganize my bags yet again, so everything needs to be where it is, and everything is touching exactly where it needs to be. This down here could also work if we move some things around. But I think this is okay. Better yet, Shelly can go there, you can go here. This can go anywhere, it doesn't matter. You are a nature item, so that works there, so you're hitting 4 things. And we put this here, because that's a much better activator than the shell is. So every 2 seconds this has a chance to proc. Yeah, I think this is a good play. We don't have Shelly on it anymore, we don't have the turtle on it anymore. These are very long cooldowns, so that's fine. You do trigger after 5 seconds, however. The debuff cleanse makes this better than turtle. We've got the cheese on lockdown, we send it. Okay, have some more coffee in this fight. That took me so long to do nothing. Ooh, they got Excalibur with loads of food. We'll probably lose this, we'll see. I like what they're doing here with their heat. Loads of chilies. We do have a crazy amount of max health, but they are ramping so fast. Not to mention we are massively out of stamina. I'm not really sure how we're out of stamina so badly. We just gotta get some big hits. Big hits. Big hits. There we go. We actually won that because of fatigue. We should have died. We both got hit by 186 fatigue on that last hit. 186 fatigue. Neither of us had 186 health. So we won, but we didn't win. We won with a minus 129 health. Okay, I mean, I'll take the win, but... there's a fire to make Turbo Shelly, so we'll hold on to that. This is a pretty good weapon. On hit, inflicts 1 frost. Gains 60 armor when it reaches 10 frost, when they reach 10 frost, and we take minus 20% magic damage. You are a ranged pet, or a ranged weapon, so you don't have to touch this, because this is only melee. Oh, hell yeah. How's it going? Insane weapon. It is an insane weapon. I would like to get you in the bag immediately. We don't want the spike. I guess further reducing opponent's healing by 12 is nice. We have another chili as well. Do we commit? I think we're going to get rid of the broccoli. We're going to buy another chili. Better yet, we'll buy the cheese first. We do need rejuvenation for the Hungry Blade, but White Lily Collar is ramping our rejuvenation. So we don't really need that. We need this to touch the White Lily Collar. So cheese hits 3, blueberries hit 2, chili hits 2, chili hits 1. I think that is better to have the cheese hitting more things. Mana. We're only using 1 mana from this fella every 4.2 seconds, I believe. Yeah, that's the only thing we're using mana, so I think the blueberries hitting 2 is fine. And again, cheese hitting more is optimal. I would also like the chilies to hit more food, to be fair, as many as possible, and we've got the chili reserved. Don't need any of these 3 things. Luck and spikes, that could go hard. No, we don't do that. That's fine, we send it. Okay. Ooh, they got a bomb. Use all your buffs. I don't know if this is a good item or not. Honest to God, I don't. If we can get 10 frost on them before this triggers, we're not going to be able to. Hit us for 76. So the reason why I don't know if this bomb's good or not is if this doesn't kill us after the, 12 seconds? If that one hit doesn't kill us, then you have no buffs, and then you don't ramp very hard. So unless you have a build that puts a ridiculous amount of frost on me and gains a crazy amount of buffs and this one hits me, I don't think this is a good item. Not to mention its magic damage, and if this would have scaled a bit quicker, we would have taken 20% less magic damage from the bomb. So all in all, interesting build they've got going on, but I don't think it would have quite worked out. I've tried to play around with that bomb loads. Oh, we've got a perfect topaz. Oh my goodness gracious. We have been graced by the gods. You go straight in there. 40% faster attack speed. This is now crazy speed. We can probably... better yet, we do that, like that. So these two are going to merge together, and we still maintain the reduction in the opponent's healing. I very much do like this, and I do like this. We can instantly get an insane wand. I'm going to have to cough a second. Okay. We don't need the deck of cards. We are no longer going to go for the goob. I think we also sacrificed the fact that we could get another Shelly. So we're getting rid of that. I think this round we buy bag space. And then next round, again, we probably won't sell everything because I always say to myself, we're just going to sell everything it gives us and then we're going to definitely buy these 2 items. And it never happens that way, so we'll see what happens. But I would like to get the Charismatic Wand next turn because I think that's huge. Their badge is hitting way more food than ours, so they are going to ramp max health quicker than us. We both have false life. Their false life is also ramping quicker than ours. Although they don't have max health, so they're not actually overhealing right now. We do have a crazy amount of blind, a crazy amount of cold, but this is still hitting because it has 100% accuracy. We just need 1 big hit. Come on, dragon. There we go, 36 crit. What's our crit chance? 40% because of the luck and rejuvenation that we currently have. This is probably not a good weapon for us, I've realised. Because we do gain a critical hit chance for each luck and rejuvenation. You're not gaining anything from Vampirism because I'm pretty certain Vampirism is only on melee. Yep. Vampirism heals for 1 when dealing damage, melee damage, up to 100% of the damage. So this weapon may not be beneficial for us anymore because I didn't really consider that this is actually scaling us based on the amount of luck and rejuvenation we have. So selling the broccolis was probably a misplay. We've been graced by God yet again. We sold the shell, and it's just given us another Shelly. I mean, I'm happy with that. That's insane. And again, oh yeah, we're going to sell everything. Well, now we can't sell everything because we got another Shelly. We can sell you for 6. We've got more blueberries. We don't need more mana. So we're going to sell this. We're going to grab the orb first and foremost. You're not going to hit anything important, unfortunately, because we can't put you anywhere that actually like benefits us. Does the turtle do anything? The turtle doesn't do anything. So we either put it here and move the turtle up 1, and that's going to give us 1 Vampirism and increase healing by 4%, or we put it here, and that's going to increase our healing by 8%. And then we can switch you two around. Oh, I've just realised stone should be here for the Valor bag. I mean, again, the stone isn't really gaining much armor. I keep forgetting to even check how much armor stone is actually producing. This increases the armor by 30%. Wait, why'd you get armor? 60 armor. Oh no, do you need to touch that? I can't believe I've done this. I mean, weird play here. I think we put you here, right? Because then you are hitting all the armor things that you need to hit. We do lose an activator, but I think that might be okay. We then move the turtle up 1. We put you here, and we put the goob on the shields, right? If they do magic damage, this does nothing. And if they're hitting us with a lot of weapons and these two are proccing, then Goob's going to fire like crazy. I think that is an okay play. We still gain the these two items, the uniques, in the bag. So, oh, you also hit a Charismatic Orb. That's kind of good. So you two are still going to generate chip gemstones. That's fine. We want to hold on to the twine because we do want to make a heart shield. And then we have to reorganize bags when we make the heart shield. So we do want to keep the twine. Gemstones are kind of nice to keep, but I wonder if we sell that, we are going to commit and sell the flame. We need 1 gold. I think we're going to sell this singular gemstone, and we're going to buy the wand. We now need to figure out how on earth we get 3 bag slots out of our 2 remaining bag slots. Oh no, we don't. We just have to put you here and make sure you touch. Holy moly, that was easy. Charismatic Wand's next turn. This has lost an activator, but I think that's okay. Regardless of how we do this, we're always going to lose an activator, because if I put it like this, we've still lost one. If I put this like this, and then we move this across one, or like this, we've still lost one. So I think losing 1 activator is fine. Shield's touching, I always call it shield because of shielded. No problem at all, Disintegrator. Appreciate you popping in, man. I will be back on ROR soon, and we'll have some chats. We'll do some funs. Funsy open world RVR. You're only hitting 3, so we can probably switch you around and do something else with you, but I think for now 3 is okay. Turtle's hitting both shields. Shelly doesn't need to hit anything because we've got no potions. You are no longer hitting the Charismatic Orb, but I think that's okay. Because we're not really going to be able to fit you anywhere to do such a thing. Unless... Nah, I was going to say unless we move these down like this and then put you here. But I kind of want the chip gemstones, as stupid as that is. You're only hitting 2 things. You are gaining increased healing and +2 mana. So we increase our healing by 4% and we're getting 2 mana off the bat. Alright. I think we're looking alright like this. With you hitting 3 things, which sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. Alright, we've got this for the Heart Shield. We'll keep the chili locked because I do like chilies. This could also go pretty hard here. It's on sale, we'll reserve it. We already gained crit chance. We saw last game or the game before we get up to like 40% crit chance. This would max our crit chance, which means everything's going to be hitting crits. We can put that exactly where the cheese is now as well, although it would need to hit the other weapon at the top. Ooh, Cupcake Goob and Scales. Oh, not to mention you've got Death Lotus. We're not going to be ramping buffs very hard. Luckily, Turtle saved us there, so that's fine. We've been. That's insane. So again, normally we always do survival mode. We should just be taking the win to get into master, but we're going to do survival mode. We normally lose every survival game as well. All right. We've got a Charismatic Wand. This probably wants to be touched by things, no? Maybe not, actually. Godly. Can you go in there? Godly or unique? If we get an extra bag slot, we could put you here. Oh, you really want to duplicate your buffs you're gaining as well. It's every 4.5 seconds. We kind of want that in the buff bag. But we're not going to be able to unless we have an extra bag slot, which we have an extra bag slot. Then we could move you up 1 and not use that as an activator. Put the wand in as an activator. We don't need Claws of Attack. We don't need the mushroom. Potion could go hard if we found another bow. And then we basically become a poison build, but for now we don't need it, we're selling it. We've got a couple of gemstones which we'll hold on to. We do want that to go there. I think now we move you up 1. Oh, but then we don't get any more chip gemstones. Do I care about chip gemstones? That is the question, isn't it? We've already gained an insane perfect topaz, and that was not from the chip gemstones. Unlock chili and roll for a bag. Well, I'm just thinking, because right now, we only have another row of bag slots up here that we can use. We'd always need stoned to be near this shield. So, oh, I guess we could put stoned bag here, couldn't we? Because that way, you go in like this. No, like this. Then that means we still have. Wait, no. Does that work? If I just messed something up. You're not touching the weapon. I think I did mess something up that last game. Yeah, you're not touching the weapon. I made a misplay. That should be here. And you should be here. Right? Yeah, that's how that should have been. I messed up like that. Oh, but we put the goob in, didn't we? We don't need this. We're selling it. We don't need that goob anymore. I'm sick of that goob. We've got 2 Shellys, for goodness gracious. Let me have a quick think. Because we're always going to have this in the bag. Pretty much. Oh, although you should be over there now, shouldn't you? So you want to go there. Bag slot wants to go here. You want to go in the buff bag. What are you in? You're in a fanny and a single. Alright. I kind of want the acorn, because that's going to go hard, but if we get the acorn... Yeah, I'm thinking of selling the Hungry Blade as well. I feel like we sell the Hungry Blade, we move this up somewhere, because this can live anywhere. And then we put the acorn like here. You're getting sold. We probably will do bag spaces in a second, because the fanny pack could be somewhere much better. I think fanny packing this fella as well would probably be the play. Or fanny packing the weapons would also be the play. I don't know how important a third chili is. It is a bit of a heal. It is a heat generator. I think we buy this and then we roll for bags. A carrot's really good as well. God damn you. Right, let's redo bags real fast and we work out what we're doing. I'm not gonna lie. I think that carrot goes hard. If we got the carrot, we'd have to sell a chili. I've just bought the chili. I think we reserve the carrot, we reserve the heart, we keep the twine ready for when we can get the heart, and we send it. I think that is okay. Nullblade, double Shelly, lots of mana. You're consuming mana as well, I'm pretty sure you are, but you have enough to sustain. You are gaining a bit of max health. I'm trying to work out from where. Oh, you've got a badger. Oh, we just got demolished, man. Demolished. After all that bag organising. I love it. Oh my god, we've got a King Goober. That is just... what do we even do with that? Like, really? What do we even do with you, King Goober? We obviously want the King Goober. How on earth? This is the issue, isn't it? With this bag of giving. I love it. I absolutely love it. But sometimes it's just like... where do my feet go? Sell rock and bag of stones, yeah. We have stone, though. But again, 65% of the damage is armor is like 1 armor. We're selling the stone, we're selling the bag of stones, we're making that commitment. It is so weak, yeah. Again, if we had Steel Goober, might be a different story. If we had loads of Empower scaling, which we do, but we just don't have enough buffs to get there. Again, very powerful. So here, you guessed it, we're reorganizing bags. Keep the chili, keep the twine, we buy this next turn, we sell everything we get, hopefully, unless we get another King Goob, of course, lol. You're doing your thing, you're doing your thing. At least this is still going to gain crit chance from... I mean, it doesn't gain crit chance from White Lily Collar. Items gain 1% crit chance for each luck and rejuvenation. But we got an Acorn Collar on it, so at least this will have a crit chance. I think everything is okay. This is only hitting 3 things, which kind of sucks. It's still only going to hit 3 things. It's a shame we don't move it up 1. But we don't really have the bag space to do so. So that's just going to be where it's going to be. If we had another blueberry, we'd do this and put the other blueberry there and then work out where the other chili goes with this chili. Probably down here somewhere when we have the space. Everything is where it needs to be. This chili is also using 2 buff bag spaces, so that's kind of sucky as well, but that's fine, let's send it. We probably do want the blueberry in there, but we don't have any space to put it. Not when we've got the triple activator. Yep, we're sending it. Is a chili better in the buff bag? Gain a heat, heal for 5 if we have at least 10, cleanse 1 debuff, or is it better to have a 55% chance to gain an empower, doubling? Kind of feel like we do that. So then this chili actually hits 2 food. You hit 1 food, you hit 2 foods. Yeah, I think that's better. We'll do this. Okay. Let's see how well our King Goob performs. It doesn't have as many activators as I was hoping, but we are going to be overhealing for 39, which means we are gaining max health because we have, what's it called? False Life. So we should be ramping max health insanely. I mean, I was hoping to see way more max health. He just hit me for over 100 damage. So they were ramping. They were ramping hard. They also had stun with a dagger. A lot of damage. See, again, this is where Bag of Stones really comes into play. If we could get a build, I've seen it. I know, I understand how it kind of works, but if we can get a build where we start with loads of empower, or even like 4 empower, and then we got a bunch of cupcakes and other things that increase the buff that we have the most of, and then we've got a steel goober with some stones, they're gonna get so much damage that it's insane. But we haven't really done that yet. Double heals. That's kind of nice. I ain't gonna lie, that is very nice. We could even double up on some heals and gain even more chip gemstones. Or do we sell them? They sell for 3, they sell for 3. That bag sells for 3, that's 9. We could get this. We would keep the other bag though to move the Shellys across. And I also don't know what needs to touch what here. So we wouldn't exactly be able to put twine here and the heart shield here because none of it's touching properly. So we would probably have to reorganize bags. We don't need the 2 stands. I would like to keep this gemstone in particular. Like so. And I don't care about this gem. I don't care about green gems this run. So we sell that. That gives us 3 gold. We could sell both of these books, but they both use 1 mana every 3 seconds to gain 1 rejuvenation, which is going to give us crit chance. And we're healing for 12, so we're healing for 24, which is overhealing, which is insane. Every 3 seconds, they're better than some of these chilies. We could even kind of feel like that is a better play. I like the chili duplicating heat, so everything goes faster. But I also kind of feel like that is the play. I mean, chili getting heat is probably better than the carrot duplicating an empower. But it is a faster activator, 2.7, 3.5, 3 second, 3 second, 1.7, 2.1. These chilies can just live down here in a 4.5 bag. We still can't afford this for the shield. How important is that shield? Better yet, we do it like this. So, Shield of Valor, items give plus... Oh, I've just realised. This gives 30% more heal, doesn't it? Items give 30% more shield. Do you give shield? No, you just heal. Okay. Items give 30% more shielding, heal 30% more, and have a 30% chance to duplicate rejuvenation they gain. So this would also be insane on this. Oh yeah, we're stupid not to get this heart, aren't we? Do we commit and sell chilies? If we sold all 3 of our chilies, that would give us enough gold to buy the heart. Do we commit and just not use chilies? This is healing us for 15. Every 4.5 seconds we heal for 15, and we gain 3 heat. It's also 3 debuff cleanse. The heat is so good. Are they better than these? Possibly. But these are faster activators, which means this is healing for more. I'm going to commit with these chilies. That may have been the absolute worst misplay of my life. You need to hit both things, right? Move the shield down. Let's move these all across. We don't need that. Oh, we could have sold one of them, I guess. I think if we do that and we do that, that's now making a heart shield. Exactly what we need. You can now come down 1. Turtle can go there. It means we lose the chip gemstones from that bag. But I think that is okay. Stone can now go there. We don't get chip gemstones for a turn. I think that's okay. You can go here with this touching that, and Shelly can go there. You still touch 3 things at least. Oh, this also, yeah, okay. So these should have probably been nature items. I forgot about that. And we've got a blue gemstone. We may as well dump you in there. When we gain mana, we gain 2 armor. I think that's looking okay. We probably made a misplay selling the 3 chilies. I'm going to lock that even though it's 14 gold. We're going to lock that as well. We can't fit it in anywhere, right? Yeah, we're not going to fit that in. Send it. Vampiric build with this whole thing. Piercing arrow with these two swords. This means they're going to have crazy crit chance, right? Yep. Crazy crit chance. How is our mana looking this bad? We won, we smashed him, but our mana was really bad here because we have so much mana costing items. I've just realised. Yeah, okay, so this may never even proc the invulnerability. Heart shield? Okay. So now, this has to hit like everything. Oh no. Alright. Debuff bag is huge for this fella. And we've gained another mana consumption thing, which is probably really good. We are probably going to have to reorganize our bags. We've also got a cupcake. Yeah, I think we are going to reorganize bags for the final 2 rounds. I'd like to actually win the last 2 rounds, so this will be a moment yet again. I'm scanning around for singular bag slots. We've got a single over there, but that needs to be there. We've got a single in the middle, but that also kind of needs to be there. And then we've got a single up here. Yeah, ideally we need to remove this bottom row. And then move this up 1. Or we could just bring everything down 1, and then some things just won't be in their correct bags. Nah, I think we just send it. But yeah, I'm gutted because the turtle up 1 and this here is perfect. Although it currently has a 25% chance to duplicate buffs. This will give it a 30% chance just to duplicate the rejuvenation. And luck does give this more crit chance. So, yeah, alright, we send it. I'm kind of okay with what we've got going on here. I think the bag could be slightly better. You've got triple Shellys, 2 are turbo. You've got stamina pots popping off, which is giving you empower. It's making the sword go crazy. You've got loads of rejuvenation. Well, sorry, vampirism, not rejuvenation. You've got 2 weapons, so in actuality, your Bloodthorn being faster. What on earth? Because your Bloodthorn is 0.81 seconds and this is 1.19 seconds, this never procced. Even though this is doing so much more damage. Is it? It's not really. You don't even need this weapon. Why do they have these 2 weapons? If they just got rid of this impractically large greatsword, I mean, I don't think they would have won anyway, because we seem to be crazy scaling. They would have probably won. Maybe. We also ran into stamina issues. I was not paying attention to my stamina there, because I was just looking at their board. Stamina. We ran into stamina issues when? Kind of early on, right? Like here-ish? Yeah, we were good up to, I think, anyway. That's their board. So we were good until around the 10-second mark, I think, as you can see here. And then it starts to have big gaps between swings. Although Belladonna's Shade seemed to be fine until what, 15 seconds? Yeah, Belladonna's Shade was kind of fine. Torch was running out of stamina though. And that would have meant that the goop was activating like crazy. There. Alright, that was a nice win. We gained 2 items with our 16 gold. One is a attack speed. And one is a paradise bird. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So this is every 2.7 seconds, items gain 7% chance to duplicate the buffs they gain, heal for 7% more, and trigger 7% faster. So this ideally wants to be hitting both the Shellys, and the turtle, and the dragon. The dragon? So I don't know where we even put this thing, unless we replace the bow and put it there. What is it? 2.7 seconds. It doesn't hit one of the Shellys, but I think that's okay. It also doesn't need to hit this shield, which is a bit of a pain. It could really do with hitting both the healing items as well. It could really do with being right here, where the dragon kind of is. Do we replace the bow with the dragon? Oh wait, you're an extra slot down one. I didn't realise. You actually are 4 slots. I thought you were 3, like the other bird was. So it can't live there, or we get rid of a shield. Or do we get rid of a shield? You also don't hit turtle if we put you here. I think there is probably the best place for this. You don't need critical hit chance, but you are an activator. You can then probably come down to like there, and then we can still put the bow in like here, right? So this is activating more. The bow is quicker than a book, so we could also do something like that, I guess. 2.7 seconds, it means this is going to trigger ever so slightly slower. Or we move you across one so you don't hit Shelly. And then we put the bow, where did we get coal from? We put the bow back here, and then this can live here. The book can go back in where it was. So it has slightly better activations, I guess. So this triggers quicker. That might be okay. I would like this to hit both the Shellys. Unless... no, we can't do that either. I was about to say unless we make this go sideways, but then it doesn't hit the goob. This needs to hit the goob. First and foremost, it needs to hit the goob. I think that's okay as it is like this. I think we've popped the bird in. Again, I'm struggling with this not being up 1. We do have a 5 slot bag. Could we make that work with a potion belt? Not really, right? Not really, we don't need that. Cupcake would be nice. I don't think we need any of this now, although a cupcake would be nice, and that would also be nice. We've only got 1 round left, so we don't actually need to reserve anything. I think this is okay. We're not hitting the 2 weapons, and if we did, we'd run into stamina issues, so that's not a problem. We could even move it down 1 more, so it hits the Wand of Equilibrium. That's probably a better play. Can we do something where we get the cheese involved? Yes. If we move this down 1, but I don't want to do that because that's in such a good location like that. We could put this like here. Carrot moves down 1, cheese goes in, so cheese fires faster. That kind of works. We do have a blueberry mana issue problem. So... oh no, we don't want to lose an activator. I was going to say we could spin these 2 around. But then we lose an activator, and I don't want to lose an activator. So that's fine, that's how it's going to have to work. You can go there because you give an extra buff. Yeah. That is all looking okay. You're hitting the thing, you're hitting the things. We can put an extra gemstone in there, so we have further reduction in healing. We can put this. I mean, the extra base stamina is not the worst thing in the world, because we do run into a stamina issue problem, and we do have a 20% base increase now. I think that's okay. The gemstones could probably be better. We could have done more with the gems, but that's fine. Let's send it. You've also got some dragons. You've got a lot of 1 mana orb. You're not healing off your dragons though, which is interesting. You've kind of gone dragons about dragons. Oh, you've done that because you're also an adventurer. You're going to be stealing 2 of our buffs, but you are now running into stamina problems. Not with the boomerangs, though. I wonder if boomerangs are the play, man. Clutch? Oh, we didn't get a clutch heal. We just lost that towards the end. That wasn't bad. And again, it's because of the cold. So these are 26 seconds. Turtle's 25 seconds. 3 seconds on the weapon, which meant the goob was slowed down. Cold is so strong, and so is heat. I kind of really want to force myself into a cold and heat build for the next one. That was nice, though. I think we would have gained like 8 ranking, right? 9 ranking, so we're on 90. Oh. We could have one more game and get into Master. It's probably going to be 2, unless we lose. Kinda happy with that game. That was a long game. Let's get Master! I think spears are garbage. I don't like spears. That's kind of good. We'll grab that for cheap. We'll grab that cheap. I guess that made it rare. Yep. We want bag space. We want a banana, I think. Early game. We probably lose because the bow's garbage. I think we roll again just in case we get a better weapon. We've got an axe. Ooh! We've also got Shelly. We've also got a buff stick. Do we sell stuff to get the axe? That sells for 2. That sells for 4. Well, 2 in total. 4 in total. We'd need to sell something for 2. I think the axe ramps really hard. I think we're going to sell that for 2. We're going to sell that for 2. And now we need to figure out what we need to sell for 2. Do we sell a bag slot for 2? Is that insane? That might just be the most insane thing I've ever done. Okay. We get you in, we get you in, we spin you around. I think that's a pretty good bag opener. Broom, poison, pan. You're going to have stamina issues. You're also not touching the blueberry with the... Yeah, okay. We might actually lose this. Big hit? Uh-oh. Big hit. They don't have any poison. They've got the weapons are faster. Again, weird because they could have put the pan in here as well. Could they? Yeah. Could they? I don't think they could actually. Yeah, they could have. They could have put this bag slot. They could have moved the pan 1 left, put this 4 bag slot up here, and then had the whetstone not hit both weapons. And then both weapons would have had 5% more damage and use 5% less stamina. They could have won that, I think, especially if they got the blueberry where the shell is, because then, yeah, anyway. We'll take the first win, that's fine. We've been graced with the food buff amulet. Amulet of Feasting. Food triggers 40% faster, which is absurd. And food bought. Restock with a random food. Hells yeah. You now want to live here. We put this here. We put this here. We move you up 1. That's fine. And we've gained some more bag slot. We don't need it, but that's fine. And we've gained 2 red gems, which is perfect. That's going to give the axe a bit of lifesteal, 20% I believe, no, 15. 14, sorry, I can't do maths. 7 plus 7, 15 apparently. I think we basically lock everything. I want to get Shelly, I want to get Turbo Shelly, I want bag space, and I want the Wand of Equilibrium. We don't care about the bow. That is fine, nothing else needs to be duplicated, just the garlic, so that is fine. Sorry, the broccoli. I can't talk to save my life. I'm on my 2nd coffee. I've still not woke up yet, apparently. Okay. Also, thank you for the follow. I saw that just as I was leaving. We've just instantly lost. That's crazy to me. We got hit really hard in like the first second. 8 damage by the spear. They hit us for 15 damage right off the bat. Another crit 6, another crit 8. As if these were critting. Oh, it's because they've got the bag, haven't they? Items inside gave 12% crit chance, plus 3 for each lucky item. We got crit twice in the first 4 seconds. That's insane. Okay, well, that sucks. That's a very good bag, the crit bag. I like that a lot. We've gained a Draconic Orb. I don't think we need that. I think that just instantly gets sold for 4 gold. It's not the most amount of gold, but it's fine. You are insane. We probably want the axe to go faster. Fastest activator is going to be the garlic. So I think we put banana here, garlic here. Is that right? You want to touch 2 foods, so we do that, and then you go faster up here. Crazy. So now this, every time the garlic triggers, is it better to make the axe go faster, or is it better to make the banana go faster for more healing? It might be better to make the banana go faster for more healing in the opening rounds. I'm not gonna lie, that could actually be better if we do that, and we do that. So now every time, actually it's better with the axe touching the banana, right? Like this. So every time the axe fires, every 2 seconds, the banana goes faster. I think that's probably the play. We can also make the axe go super fast as well. We may as well do that. We may as well bang all of these in the bags. Garlic. Ooh, this is interesting. We probably want to move stuff around here. Like that, and like this. That's better, I think, so we can get both of these in here. We've got debuff cleanse, and we've got a bit of damage of lifesteal. I think that is a better play. Banana is going faster because of the axe. The axe is triggering every 2 seconds, but it is triggering 30% faster, so that should be every 1.4 seconds? Yeah, that should be every 1.4 seconds, which means this lasts 6 seconds, so this should be maintaining 40, if not 50% faster attack speed on the banana. It's already going 40% faster, so that should be 100% faster, give or take. Or slightly off, like 90% faster. Broccoli's hitting 2 foods, you're hitting 2 foods, and you're hitting 2 foods, so it's going an additional 20%, so 60% faster off the bat. We now have to pick a skill. I don't care about smithing for dummies. I don't know why this is even a good thing. Oh, crafted weapons gain 1 damage and use minus 25 stamina. That's good if you're going to go in practically large greatsword, I think. Or have loads of weapons. The double rainbow, I don't think we care. Items have a 20% chance to duplicate their buffs they gain. Every 6 seconds it gains a random buff and triggers 30% faster for each light item. If you're going light build, this could ramp really hard, but we're not doing that. Echoing Battle Cry, don't care, so we're going to go random. We've gained Fortuna's Kiss. Chance-based effects of this star item, which is only 1 star item, and that's only the garlic currently, we don't care about that, are 30% faster. Well, we do if we can do it, I guess. It's also a buffer. Every 4 seconds we gain 1 luck, and if we have at least 5 luck, we gain a random other buff. When we hit 5 luck, this starts to pump out rejuvenation, which means we are going to ramp luck. You're better in the buff bag. So we need to turn you around and put you here. We need to put the garlic here and Fortuna's Kiss here. You're hitting 2, you're hitting 2, you're hitting 2, and you're hitting the garlic, which is the only chance-based effect we've got, which removes vampirism. If they so choose to go Hungry Blade at this point in the game, this is a counter, so this does actually work quite nicely. We will buy the flame, that's going to give us an additional heat. We're probably rushing with the flame because we don't even have the health part yet for Shelly, and we don't even have a shell for Shelly. I'm hoping next turn we get crap items that we just immediately sell, and one of these becomes Shelly, while either the piggy bank or the empty space. Let's send it. 2 garlic, a pan, Gloves of Haste hitting nothing, and you've also got the food buff, so your food's going to trigger 40% faster, and you have positioned it correctly. Banana is every 2.48 or 2.6. We do lose 1 stack of rope, because this is only a 1.52 second. We went into fatigue there, which is scary, but we did win. We also didn't run into a stamina issue, so this is fine at 0.9. Oh yeah, so 0.9 stamina is what this actually costs with the 2 gemstones in. So any more gemstones, we might have stamina problems, and they're about to combine, so we might run into some stamina problems. Thankfully, we got given a Death Scythe, which instantly gets sold. I don't care about that at all, so that's given us 6 gold. I think the play here is to probably buy the Wand of Equilibrium over the potion. This is going to give us mana, which we're not going to spend, so mana's going to ramp up a little bit and do nothing. Luck, we're going to start with luck and gain more luck. Every 4 seconds, every 6 seconds, this is every 3.3, so I'm hoping we get luck first. This gives us a second luck. This pumps our luck to 4, which then means this is going to pump mana or rejuvenation. I think that is okay. It would like to be in the buff bag as well. So we put it here, we spin the garlic round, and then we spin Fortuna's Kiss round. These are all still touching 2 things. You're hitting all the food, you're in the buff bag. Happy days. Oh, we also do start with 3 rejuvenation. Sorry, after 3 seconds and after 4 seconds we get rejuvenation. I think here we take out the Flawed Ruby, as crazy as that is. It is going to heal us for 8, I believe. After 5 seconds, deal 6 damage with 150% lifesteal. I'm hoping the banana's going to keep us alive, so we're going to take that out. Oh, I've just seen we've got another gem to merge as well. So you can go on there instead, actually. I forgot we have that. I think we sacrifice the fire and we put you in. So we are going to start with 4 after 3 seconds and 4 seconds. We're going to start with 4 rejuvenation, which on top of the banana and on top of the lifesteal 10% on the axe going faster, 20%. I think that's okay. We've actually lost attack speed here because it was 30, I believe. We had two small gems, didn't we? Topaz? Topaz! We had 2 of these. So yeah, we actually did lose 5% attack speed, which is fine. It's fine. Boots could be nice as well if we turn these into the dragon skin boots. If we get the forging hammer for the 20% chance to resist frost. They also give us 1 empower, 20 armor, and we cleanse 3 debuffs. Again, if we can make these. I don't know how important or how often we're going to see the forging hammer, and I don't know if they're worth reserving. We do gain a luck and an empower when our health drops below 70%, which could be beneficial because we're going to gain luck. We're going to gain 2 luck, 3 luck. 4 luck, definitely after 8 seconds. If this gives us 1 luck, or the boots trigger, this just pumps rejuvenation. So I do think we want this. Do we sell? We can't put it in. We'll reserve it for now. I was going to sell the fire and buy the boots, but we want to merge all these gems. So we're going to send it as we are. Okay. We could also put Fortuna's Kiss up here. But we don't have a second unique or godly item, so it doesn't matter right now. That's fine. Okay, we've got stuff reserved. We've got 2 gold in the bank. I believe we win this. They will pump faster. That spear is going so fast. What on earth? Doesn't it go faster when they... Oh, they've got uniquely unique. Yeah, okay. I didn't even see that. It's only going 30% faster. That's crazy. Health drops below 50%. Enter Battle Rage for 5 seconds. Once during Battle Rage, items trigger 30% faster. So this was triggering 0.75 seconds. I don't really think we could have beat that. We did gain the 5 luck. We had the 9 rejuvenation. We gained the luck, the mana as well. Oh, we've gained Excalibur. Is this where we go really heat? Is this where we get this and nothing but chilies and just ramp heat? We've also gained a Pupper. Every 3.2 seconds, randomly gain 1 luck, 1 rejuvenation, or 1 empower. You're pretty tasty. You can just live up there a second. How do we do this better? I don't know if we want the pan instead of the axe now. I kind of feel like going Excalibur. I mean, we have no heat, we have no mana, except we have this that gets us to 10 mana. We would absolutely need blueberries for this to be effective. It does hit 8 to 9 damage, which is way more than the axe off the bat. It is a legendary. We have a 5% chance to get a legendary. I think we commit, we sell the axe. How many gem slots do you have? You have 2, so we can still put the same gem slots in. It's a 1.6 second cooldown as well, which is crazy. Let's quickly reorganize bags. I think the way we have that is okay. I think I can probably do this better, but I'm going to say that's fine. We've got this reserve, we've got this reserve still. I think we send it. I think that is okay. We haven't messed anything up, I don't think. No, and we've got some debuff cleanse. Not that they're going to put any debuffs on us, I don't think. No, they're not. They are ramping heat. If we had some burning swords with this pan, that would go pretty hard, but we don't. We've got the 6 luck. We've now spamming rejuvenation. This is a 2.6 second cooldown. Is it better to have a heal? I don't know, you know. Lots more bag spaces. I mean, we'll take it. It's better than nothing, I guess. It's free. We can probably do something like that instead. That's probably a bit better. And now we have way more room to do things. Fire can go there for whatever reason. Burning coal with these 2 in here. This means we do have some debuff cleanse. I don't know how many people are inflicting debuff on round 6, but if they are, it's going to be poison. We probably want to reserve the bag space. We don't care about these 2 weapons. Ripsaw Blade is nice. But for 10 gold, even though this sells for 5, I don't think that's the play. We need mana and we need heat. And we're laughing. You've got no debuffs, so these 2 gems are completely pointless. So I wonder if these now need to go in the weapon. Although the weapon triggering faster is better, the weapon inflicting poison is 5 poison in total that game, which is also better. We've gained a big boy health pot, which is lovely, because that can go in the potion belt, that's fine. We've gained a fanny pack, which is also really tasty. We can probably put fanny pack here. Or not. Or not. As easy as it is, we just fanny pack that, I think. That makes more sense. We gained another pan. We don't need you. We're selling you. We've gained a second fire. That is also nice. And we have no gold again to do anything with anything. Start of battle gain 5 mana. That's nice. But we're only going up to 10 mana. So we do need an additional mana gain somehow. If we got blue gemstones will go in the weapon. That would give us a chance to get some extra mana. But we do want loads of like blueberries and stuff. So right now we are kind of penalized because we're not really scaling very well. We're scaling rejuvenation. This is also health drops below 50%. We consume this and heal for 24. We gain 3 rejuvenation and we cleanse 4 poison. We're not going to need to cleanse 4 poison unless they are very heavy on the poison, because these are going to obviously kick in. And we also gain a random buff because the first potion consumed within inside the potion belt, we gain a random buff. I don't think we need to reserve that bag space anymore, but we do want to reserve this potion because this potion turns into Shelly and this potion doesn't do anything. Oh, it turns into a vampiric potion. Don't need it. Don't need it. So we still need the potion, we still want the boots. Send it. We could sell a gemstone to get the boots early, but we're not. We'll see if that was a complete misplay or not. They've got 2 hungry blades, so they're gaining vampirism. And I'm hoping this actually works, but right now there's 1 vampirism stolen, or taken off, removed. This has a 39% chance to remove vampirism. It's just removed another one and another one, which is going to decrease their damage dealt, but they are ramping. So unless the poison kicked in, which it didn't, we did get smashed. They did have cheese to gain max health as well, so yeah, that was alright, I guess. Double Hungry Blade is an interesting combination. I'm starting to see double Hungry Blades, double Frostblights, whatever they're called, and double the other thing quite often now. Jesus Christ, we've got a Charismatic Orb. That is absurd to me. That is absolutely crazy. It's only going to hit the pan and the wand, which we can't make it do unless we put it here. And if we did put it here, it's only going to gain 4 mana and increase healing by 4%. It does have a chance to duplicate the mana gained, but I think it's better if we just do this and make the Charismatic Wand. We've gained a Pupper. Every 4 seconds, we gain 14 armor and cleanse 1 frost, and it triggers 15% faster for each pet. You can now live here, you can live here. These 2 are now triggering faster because they're touching pets. We've got a carrot, which is really nice. Really nice. which I guess means we do what with this? Huh. We could put this here, spin this around. Ooh, so it's like this? Not great. Oh, we've got another bag slot. Oh, phew. You were saved. You can live here. And then we can put the carrot here and the mushroom here. So this is now touching 5 food. Not that it... Oh, it does gain +1 damage for each food, so that's fine. And you're making all food activate quicker. We've also got a debuff bag. The only debuff we're currently using is a mushroom. I don't see how we fit all this in without screwing up all of our bags. No, I don't really see how we do that. We'll figure that out in a second. That's another gemstone. That's another gemstone. I would like to buy merchant, I think. I think merchant's going to go pretty hard here. Because we could put merchant... I can't show you because I can't do that. Was it a 4-star? I'm thinking we put merchant like here. Sorry, here. Because that way we can put blueberries where the banana is. It's hitting the pan where the banana is in both slots and the carrot slot, and then it's hitting 4 on the left. This would be the play. I think, as crazy as it is, I think we sell this bag for 3. I would like to keep the burning coal. Gain 2 heat, cleanse 3 debuffs right off the bat after 5 seconds. I think we're going to sell the red gemstone for 1. And we sell the small pink gemstone for 1. We get merchant. It's going to live there, but we can't put it there right now. So here, we want that scroll as well. We are going to have to reorganize bags. I think, though, that is probably how we're going to play this round. We've got some fire to put in. We've got a burning coal to dump in. And we've got some debuff cleanse. The wand is being made. I don't know how I messed that up last turn. I really don't. Let's send it. I'm kind of okay with this. Oh, we should have turned the carrot and the broccoli round. No, we shouldn't. That's fine. They've got a goob. They've got thorn bloom. They're gaining max health every time they're gaining power. They're also gaining max health off the cheese. And they're gaining max health off false life. Everything's triggering twice, or has a chance to trigger twice because of the big bowl of treats, which is crazy. We are losing because Excalibur doesn't gain 11 mana. I don't think we once gained 11 mana there. I could have been wrong. We didn't gain any mana that whole fight. So this just gained loads of rejuvenation, I guess. We gained 8 rejuvenation. Oh wait, that's not at the end of the fight, my bad. We gained 25 mana. Oh, so the pan did try fire twice. Right? Yeah, just fired. Or did we lose mana? No, we gained 13 mana, yeah. Which would have given us a bit of a... Yeah, okay. We lost though, that sucks. We've now got the Charismatic Wand, that now changes the scales again. We don't need that massive shield. Deck of cards isn't the worst thing in the world, because it does mean that we start off with 2 extra luck, which means this ramps harder and quicker. I would like the scroll, so we're buying that. I think we sell the little gemstone and we buy the boots, maybe? Nah, I'm going to unreserve the boots. I'm going to roll once, see what we get. For each card before, gain 3 mana and remove 3 random buffs from your opponent. That's not the worst thing in the world. Heart Container would also be kind of nice. Seeing as we are gaining rejuvenation. This is where the scales are all over the shop, because we can't really make them work. Unless, again, we do something like 22 gold. 20 gold, so you would be better. And then would have to remove one of the current items we've got over here and put this in, I think. 18. How did that go down so much? 22. Oh, it's because that's not in. Yeah, okay, 25 to 30. So that would work if we did this. And we can make you go sideways, I guess. I think we want the pan. I mean, the pan needs to be touching the scales, right? But we probably want the pan going under. Like so. Or, yeah, we probably want the pan on this side to go like that. For now, we only have 2 lives left. Yeah, I need to reorganize bags again, I think. Good and bad. The pets aren't touching each other, so this isn't going 15% faster, and neither is this. Every 3.2 seconds, this randomly gives us a luck, a rejuvenation, or an empower, so I'm hoping this just ramps empower. The carrot is also... this is going to cleanse 1 debuff, and if we have at least 4 luck, which we absolutely will, 55% chance to gain 1 empower. You are better where the garlic is instead. So you're hitting 2 foods. Broccoli's hitting 2, mushrooms hitting 2. I also want this to fire faster, so I think 24 gold. Can we switch these around? We can. I think the mushroom isn't as important to go that fast to inflict poison. I think it's way better that we're going to ramp in power and cleanse debuff quicker, so that is fine. We do have another debuff cleanse, but eventually this will probably go somewhere else. The pan is hitting 4 of 5 foods, just because we need this pet in so the scales are balanced. And I didn't realize we had a slot there, so we can put a fire in. Okay. I think we're looking good. This is hitting all food. The potion's in a potion belt, which is nice. It's not required, but it's nice. And we're holding onto the deck of cards because this gives us 2 luck at the start of the battle. You're also going to give us 1 luck every 4 seconds. And at the 6-second mark, this will also trigger, giving us 5 luck. So we'll immediately have our 5 luck, ignoring the fact that the Charismatic Wand is also going to give us the 5th luck. So actually, yeah, within 4.5 seconds, which will be a bit quicker because this is obviously touching the Charismatic Wand. Could also touch Fortuna's Kiss, but we want the rope at the moment. So yeah, that's fine. So we're going to start with 2, 3, 4. Hopefully duplicate a 5th. Is that right? Have I miscounted something? No, I don't think I have. And then you're just going to pump out rejuvenation. This can also give us mana or rejuvenation, and when it starts to give us mana, Pan's going to fire. That's going to make all the food proc. Yeah, okay. Okay. We've got some stuff reserved. We're going to send it. We're going to hopefully win. We'll see. That took me so long to reorganize bags. I've had to organize bags like 3 times already, and we're not even that far in the game. You've got a Falcon Blade already. That is kind of scary to see. You've also got a Hungry Blade, but we should be stripping some Vampirism. We're already on 20 in power. That's kind of crazy. We've got 28 in power, 29, 30. That is obscene. So we have a quick scan here. So we immediately gain the 11 mana. Hand triggers, all food triggers, we gain a bunch of rejuvenation. We are still ramping in power, and that's because the carrot's ramping, I guess? Yeah, it is. Bunch of buffs, we're on 14 in power. Again, we're not going above 11 mana much. We're now on 15 mana. Hand triggers, we lose the mana again. 14 mana, pan triggers again. 13 mana, pan triggers again. So, crazy, 31 in power. I was expecting that to have been because this is taking some buffs off us. But it's not, it's just that the carrot's got a 1.31 second cooldown. Charismatic Wand, 3 second cooldown. Scroll, 1.5 second cooldown. Almost a 3 second cooldown on the broccoli. The pet's got a 2.19, so this is also giving us in power. And the pan's got a 0.91 second cooldown. Not to mention the scales are every 1.4 seconds, giving us 4 mana or 3 rejuvenation. We're looking pretty good, but we can still get smashed. We don't need the dagger. I don't know if poison won us that fight or not, but I am probably going to do that so we go faster. Dual wielding we don't care about because we've only got the 1 weapon. Blood manipulation isn't bad, but I don't think we care. We've got hardwood. No! This is where we just want a pan. This is where we really just want to do a pan build. With loads of, I guess, heat? I don't know. I think we're going to go un-ID'd. Yep. Bought it for us. That's crap. Time melting. Oh, it's not the worst. Start a battle, we gain 5 heat. Effect durations of items are increased by 60%. The only thing this can hit, I'm pretty sure, is the rope. Yep, you're only hitting the rope. Are you doing anything? You're not doing anything. The only thing this can touch is the carrot or the the garlic currently. The only thing you can hit, and it means that chance-based effects are more likely to trigger. Which again is in power scaling, or it is stripping vampirism. We gain some big boy armor. That's nice. I don't know where we put you. We've also gained a badger. Badgers are really good. I do like badgers. I think I tend to lean hard towards getting a badger for the max health scaling. I don't think we want it in this build though. As weird as that sounds. We're using 1 mana to gain 20 max health, and we've got loads of nature items, so it does kind of make sense to put you in somewhere. Like here. Or more bag space and put you somewhere better. Don't know. We could make it fire really, really fast as well with the scales. It could go where the rope goes, I guess, technically. Or we could just dump you in here somewhere. Got really weird star positioning. Not sure what we do with these. And this doesn't really save us. It does mean we start the game off with 5 heat, which is nice. So I guess you're going to replace that. Oh, you actually hit the rope from down there. And that's the only thing you can hit. So that's actually really nice positioning. Crazy. The stars on this are insane, actually. We need bag space. We've got some gems. We can't put gems anywhere right now. I guess we can put 2 gems in there. We can sell the little gems. Do we sell the burning coal or sell a fire? I think we sell a fire. Then we buy the fanny pack. I kind of want to put the scroll and the wand in a fanny pack, so I think that's the play we're going to do there. We could now get rid of the potion and the deck of cards and put you in. That's going to give us 80 armor at the start of the fight. Excuse me. And inflict 4 frost. And every 5 seconds we're going to use a heat to inflict 2 frost. We do start with 5 heat. 6 heat. But we don't have any heat generation right now because we don't have any chilies. I think that's okay. We only have 1 bag slot available to us. So right now we can't get this in. The deck of cards are only there temporarily just to start the game off with more luck. We don't necessarily need them, so I think we're going to sell them for 2. We've got a really big boy potion, which I guess is okay to keep, but we don't really need it. So I'm actually going to sell it for 4. We're going to get rid of the health part, we're going to unreserve that, and we're going to roll for some bag space. We didn't see it, we don't want to... Oh, we do want to give a flame for a carrot. Jesus Christ, that's a good trade. Crazy good trade. We can't put it in anywhere, though, so we're going to roll again for bag space. Burning coal for a whetstone, don't really care about that. We can put this here, and we can put the carrot in there. Although... 2.7 seconds, I would rather we carrot that. We can't, so that's going to have to just live there. Unless, no, we can't do that either, right? We can do that. Is this better? That we are faster at gaining a cleanse? And if we have at least 4 luck, which we will eventually, after like 4 seconds, 5 seconds, we have a 55% chance to gain in power, which means we're just going to ramp in power. This is one of the only things giving us 2 rejuvenation. It gives us 2. You also give us 3. This gives us 1 of every buff. I think we could probably get rid of the broccoli here and put the badger in for 2. Eee, that kind of sucks. Yeah, the badger kind of sucks. What are we on? 23 to 27. The badger would probably go there and go harder. either touches 1 or it touches 2. I guess we could put that there and put another carrot in here. Put you there. So now you're touching 3. I would like the broccoli in the scales, and we also have a burning coal, which is not the worst thing in the world. I think we keep these 2 things, and I think we send it. This may be a misplay, putting the badger in and not putting in more rejuvenation. We don't have false life though, so it's not like we need mass rejuvenation to gain max health. We are gaining some max health. You didn't trigger because we had no mana. You've now triggered 26 max health. We need more mana gaining items, but the pan's attacking too fast. So the second we get mana, we swing and we use all the mana. We are getting stunned quite a lot. I don't really see how we're getting stunned so much. Oh, because of their stun item. That was basically every 3.2 seconds stunning me, every single time. We lost that because of the stuns. If we didn't get stunned as much, we would have won. We could have also lost by the 53 health here, because we put you in and we didn't put the... So many potions, actually. You know what? There's so many potions. Yeah, okay, never mind. Don't need the hammer. We can now put you back in here, so you have 80% chance to inflict a poison, and you're going to attack 25% faster. We've got another scroll. I think they're insane. We've got a Vampiric Potion. Both characters drop below 80%. Consume this and gain 3 Vampirism. Deal 15 damage with a 100% lifesteal. Although these are good, I don't think they're good for our current build, so we're just going to sell that for 4. We've unlocked the health part, and we've been given a shell. That's hilarious. We don't need the whetstone, and we don't need the minor green chipped gemstone. I would like another scroll, because that is also debuff cleanse every 2.4 seconds. That's a very good point. We probably don't need the carrot going that fast. 26 to 27. If we take that out and put a carrot in, it's 22. That's probably better, so this has even faster attack speed, and not to mention this is now hitting 4 foods as opposed to 3. This wants to go in the bag, and so does this. We also want Shelly and a potion, and we want that. We haven't got anything reserved, and I think that's okay. I think we roll. There's some bag space. That does us quite nicely here, because now we can get the scroll in, and we can probably double up on the scrolls actually like this. So they're both touching 2. We may as well put the shell in. So actually, better yet, that's probably better than the shell. Cleanse 3 debuffs after 5 seconds and gain 2 heat. It's probably better than a minor 5+3 heal. We want this doggo. I don't know how important getting the armor is, but the cleansing of a frost is kind of required, especially when we run against a frost build. So currently, against debuffs or frost, we have a 1. I guess that doesn't really count. 2, 3. Doesn't something else remove debuffs? Oh, these 2. So we've basically got 5 debuff cleansers right now. 6 if you count the gemstone, 7 if you count the 3 debuffs that this removes at the start of the battle. I don't know how important this dude is. This is giving us, chip gemstones. We could sacrifice a damage off the pan and 10% faster on the carrot and put you in down here. I've just realised that this is no longer hitting all foods. Unless we just take out the banana, maybe. No, because that is a heal. And it is triggering quite often. Do we need to switch you 2 around? You're hitting 3 there, you're hitting 4 like that. I think we probably need to switch these 2 around. No, we don't, because the badger needs to be there for the scales. So that doesn't hit everything anymore. You need to be in that bag, you need to be in that bag. No, we can't do anything with that either. Could put this up here, doesn't do anything. Down here would be ideal, although it doesn't hit the banana. Just there would be perfect. Alright, we don't have the bag space. So this isn't hitting the carrot, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, it doesn't hit the carrot. Wait, we just spin around the garlic and the carrot, right? Yeah, garlic doesn't need to be that important. And then we can also switch you with you. So this is hitting 1, you're hitting 2, you're hitting 2, you're hitting 1, you're hitting nothing, but everything goes 40% faster. And the garlic does need to get hit by this thing, because the garlic and the carrot are the only things that get hit by it. But that's kind of okay. Yeah, alright, we keep the dog for now, we keep the shell for now, and we hope to get bag space next turn. Let's send it. Lots and lots of heat. You're gaining a bit of heat. You've also got a pan that's poisoning us. So our debuff is... We're hovering around the 10 mark. We can't quite clear up. We've doubled our debuffs. They've just gained invulnerability and healed. Because of their lantern thing. I don't see many people playing this, man. You also only have 2 dark items, so we only gained 14 debuffs. That could have been a really good play. We almost lost. We've ramped in power again, which is nice. So our Excalibur hits quite hard. We just need more mana. We need blueberries, and we need chilies, and we need more mana. We're just not seeing it. We've been given another armored pet. God, we got a goob. I don't think we put a goob in. A goob is a crazy play here. We're not going to go goob. We don't need the Piggy of Riches. It would be nice, because then it means that we can take this out, and we can take this out, because this is going to generate 2 gemstones a turn. So that's actually better than having this bag with 2 legendaries or godlies in. So this would replace the need for this bag, unless you wanted to go hard on gemstones. These 3 pets would be nice all next to each other. You at the top, these 2 underneath. And that way we are going to cleanse 2 frost every 4 seconds. Yeah. Although these 2 are basically going to do that anyway, because, yeah, anyway. I think we actually sell these dogs. This one we like, but don't you turn into a better one? Yeah, 2.8 seconds randomly gain one of the 3, as opposed to every 3.2 seconds, and it triggers faster with food. I think we're doing alright with our buff, so I think we're going to sell that. We're also going to sell that, and we're going to roll. There's some more bag space, which is always nice. I think we want the bag space. And I think we want the bag space here. So that's in double fanny pack, that is in 1 fanny pack, and that is duplicating in a normal and in fanny pack, that's fine. The 3 slot can probably go down here. So, oh, that's not great actually. Because it doesn't quite reach everything. That works, you're hitting 4 nature things. Piggy of Riches can just live there, that's fine. Better yet, we can do that and put Shell here, so you're hitting another nature thing, you're hitting 5. 2 burning coals, I like them, and we got a green gemstone, I don't think we care, we sell that. We could get a torch, or an oil lamp, sorry. That would ramp the damage of this, we can't put it anywhere though. Deals 1 damage for each food, triggers faster, oh sorry, every 11 mana used, we trigger all food. Oh, so... the carrot not going very fast at the bottom is probably better. Because then this is going to trigger all food, isn't it? I forgot all about that, to be completely blunt. That's kind of funny. 5 gold, I think we roll again. And we're going to roll 1 more time. We can trade the dog in for a red orchid collar. Items steal 3% life for each look, up to 50%, and gain 4% critical hit chance for each vampirism. I think that is a guaranteed play. That's insane. You can now spin around like that. Food buff. Ugh. We'll figure you out in a second. Because you need to be touching the pan. But then this item needs to be in its own bag slot in the middle of nowhere. The only thing you're not touching here is a banana. Otherwise you touch all food. I think that is good. I think that is fine. Yeah. So I'm still 3% life for each luck. We are gaining luck. Fair enough, this stops producing luck. This stops producing luck, but this does give us 1 luck every something like 3 seconds because of the cooldown. That's really interesting. I don't know if that is worth 16 gold. I don't think it is. Another heal's nice. More bag space is nice, and we put the burning coal in. Okay, let's send it. This is looking okay, I think. We lose the chip gemstone, but we gain 2, so that's kind of cancelled it out, if not better. Fancy fencing rapier, so they are going to be gaining luck, and when they get 3 luck, they're going to use 3 luck to ramp damage. They're hitting us for far more than we're hitting them. We did win that, I'm not sure how, but that's fine. We're on our last life, I've just realised. We're getting smashed today. We got a Null Blade. Ooh. Ooh, that ramps hard. I think that is way better in the backpack, so everything has a 12% chance to duplicate the buffs they gain. I think that's insane. This would be nice. What's the stamina usage? 0.8, 0.6. We are going to run into stamina issues, but at every 11 mana we do gain a stamina back. I don't think we want Null Blade. No, that goes against this, so I don't think we want Null Blade, as crazy as that is. I feel disgusting selling that, to be completely honest. We want the 3 slotter here, I think. Single, that goes back up there, that's fine. We can put a scroll book somewhere, actually better yet. No, we can't get that in, can we? No, we can't. I was going to put this down here somewhere. But that needs to be exactly where it is. So unfortunately, that is how that's going to have to live. Yep. Do we want this? Oh, this could also go big. Because it could go here and then it'll use 30% less stamina. Oh, the pan also works as well. And so does Shelly. Or the shell, sorry. I'm not sure we need this. If your health is above 70%, we gain in power. Otherwise, we heal for 8. I don't think we need that. I'm going to sell it. I am going to put burning coals up here. The book would be nice. Use 1 mana to gain 8 maximum health. I think that is okay. It will slow the pan down ever so slightly. The pan down, sorry, I was looking at the scales. But I think that's okay. I would also like to get this. But I don't think we've got anywhere to put it. Healing for 12 is probably better than gaining 8 max health. And they both use 1 mana, only this gains rejuvenation. I think we sell that and we grab this. We don't have enough gold. Now we do. What do you need to touch? The 2 scrolls. So we could put this here. Move these 2 bags up 1. Spin you around, spin you around. You can go there, you can go there, that's perfect. We've got a burning coal, we've got a singular purple, we don't need that. We've got a singular green, we don't need that. And I think we hold on to the burning coal and send it. Okay, last life. Let's hope we don't die. No, that's not as good. 3 and 2 is better than 1 and 3. Yeah, okay. Touching all food but the banana. Is a banana more important than a garlic? I think it probably is. I think it probably is. That gives us a bit more armor to start with as well. I think that's a better play. We could move the armor up a little bit and then put this over here, but I don't think we need to because this is hitching loads of nature things. Yeah, I think that is a better play with the banana up top. I think we've still got the burning coal in, we've still got the garlic. I think that is okay. We start with 5 heat. We're duplicating buffs. Let's send it. Let's see how we get on. Stones, whip, and claws. We've definitely done this build before. They're trickling damage against us. We're about to hit 50. Oh no, we've already hit 50%. Oh no, we've lost. No, we've lost. Oh, that sucks. Tamion, 4 to 12. God damn it. Lost 3 rating. That's not bad. That's not bad. We gained overall. We've gained overall. That is gonna wrap us up for today's stream.